Imagine living in an era where conflict and warfare weren't just stories. In that field emerged a fighter whose name resonates through time, Salahuddin Al-Ayyubi. His story isn't just a military adventure but a lesson in courage, justice, and humanity. Born in Tikrit in 1137 to a Kurdish family, Salahuddin was raised in a world full of political and military struggles. But it was this environment that made him strong, shaping him into a leader and brilliant military strategist. Behind his armor and war strategies was a heart filled with justice and compassion. Salahuddin teaches us that a true man isn't just measured by courage on the battlefield, but also by how fair he can be, embracing his enemies with love and always standing firm on his values. For those who want to become true men, it's worth learning from this legendary figure. Talking about Salahuddin Al-Ayyubi is like talking about a real-world superhero. Here are 8 cool lessons from this legend that can make us true men. 1. Strong faith in God. Salahuddin Al-Ayyubi isn't just about courage on the battlefield. He also had extraordinary faith. Salahuddin is a real-life example of a man who had unwavering faith in God. One cool moment that shows his strong faith is when he recaptured Jerusalem. In a tense and pressured situation, he remained calm, patient, and fully trusted in God. Instead of resorting to violence, he chose diplomacy and compassion towards his enemies. Pretty cool, right? Salahuddin is also known for his fair treatment and embracing of everyone, regardless of their background or beliefs. This is all because he believed that we are all brothers in the eyes of God. His strong faith in God wasn't just talk but was applied in every action and decision he made. So what's the message we can take? Being a true man isn't just about muscles or appearance but goes deeper into the strength of our faith in God. This is what enables us to face anything with our heads held high. Like Salahuddin, let's be guys with strong faith, patience, fairness, and love. Not only does this make our lives more meaningful, but it can also inspire others. 2. Brave yet gentlemanly. He's a true example of what is called a true man. Salahuddin isn't just about physical strength but also about a strong heart and mind. Have you ever heard of when he successfully recaptured Jerusalem? Interestingly, he didn't treat his enemies harshly, bro. Instead, he showed respect and justice to everyone, including his enemies. Can you imagine, in the midst of the heat of battle, still being able to think about humanity? That's what bravery and gentlemanliness truly mean. And another thing, when there were prisoners who couldn't afford ransom, Salahuddin even agreed to set them free. Not only that, he even sent his personal doctor to treat Richard the Lionheart, his famous opponent. This shows that he didn't just think about winning or losing, but also about nobility and righteousness. So bro, Salahuddin Al-Ayyubi is a reflection of a man who is strong, brave, but also has a heart and manners. It's not just about facing enemies on the battlefield, but also about how to act justly, patiently, and understandingly towards everyone, including opponents. We, as modern men, can learn a lot from him. Bro, from now on, show your bravery not only in action, but also in being gentlemanly. Being a true man isn't just about muscles, bro, but also about a big heart and mind. 3. Strategic. Salahuddin Al-Ayyubi. Bro isn't just a name in history books, he is the true definition of strategic. Imagine, in the midst of chaotic battlefields, Salahuddin was like a chess player, always several steps ahead of his enemies. One of the most legendary examples is his leadership in the Battle of Hattin. He didn't immediately dive into the fight but was smart enough to make his opponents thirsty, literally. By diverting the enemy's water sources, Salahuddin managed to take control of the situation, win the battle, and ultimately recapture Jerusalem. What's cool is that he also played fair. After winning, he didn't massacre his enemies. Instead, he offered them safety, showing that victory isn't about destruction but about upholding justice and peace. So, bro, Salahuddin proves that being a true man isn't just about muscle or bravery in fighting, but also about intelligence, strategy, and, most importantly, humanitarian values. Be a man who is not only physically strong but also strong in mind and heart. 4. Patience level divine. Bro, the story of Salahuddin Al-Ayyubi is like watching an action movie but with divine level patience. Imagine, in the midst of the burning desert heat, there's Salahuddin, firm yet patient, never rushing to make decisions. He's like a gym coach, patiently teaching us the proper squat, knowing when to push and when to rest. For example, when recapturing Jerusalem, Salahuddin didn't immediately engage in all-out combat. He used strategy and diplomacy, talked things out first. Imagine, in the era of the Crusades, where unsheathing a sword and fighting was easy, Salahuddin chose to negotiate peace. That's a level of patience that's no joke. It doesn't mean he's weak, but he chooses to be strong in patience. He proves that not all battles are won with violence. The lesson from Salahuddin: patience doesn't always mean being silent. Patience is about choosing the right fight, knowing when to advance, when to negotiate. It's a strong message for modern guys. In this fast-paced world, being a true man isn't about who's the toughest, but about who can remain calm, patient, and take the right steps amidst pressure. Be like Salahuddin, bro, strong in your patience. 5. Dedication. Not just a warrior, but also a hero who knows what perseverance means. One of his epic examples when he fought to control Jerusalem. But it's not just about how many battles he won, it's about how he stuck to his guns, had a vision, and never gave up. How can Salahuddin inspire us modern guys? Simple, bro. Dedication. He never complained, worked tirelessly for what he believed in. It's not about winning everything, but about how hard you fight for your goals. So next time you feel stuck or down, remember Salahuddin, bro. It's not just about force, but about enduring, keeping moving, and keep fighting for what you believe in. Be a true man who has drive and dedication. 6. Respect for everyone. One of the top stories that shows his level of respect is when he successfully recaptured Jerusalem. Unlike villains in movies, he showed true chivalry. Salahuddin didn't just free prisoners without demanding heavy ransom, but he even distributed water to his thirsty enemies during the war. Imagine, in the heat of battle, he still had a heart to think about the well-being of his opponents. It's not just about winning or losing, bro. It's about how you still hold firm to principles and remain humane even when the situation is intense. From Salahuddin, we learn that a true man isn't the one who's best at fighting, but the one who can still show respect to anyone, even his enemies. In essence, bro, being a true man is about how we respect others, showing strength of character through actions, not just words. Be a guy who can set an example for others, inspiring them not because you're the strongest, but because you're fair, just, and full of respect. 7. Not greedy. One of the coolest things about Salahuddin is that he never was greedy. Instead, he had a brave and sincere heart. For example, when he successfully recaptured Jerusalem, he could have acted harshly towards the local residents or demanded exorbitant victory fines. But no, Salahuddin instead showed generosity. He freed prisoners without asking for large ransoms and even provided funds for those who couldn't afford to pay. His style was totally different from other leaders of his time. Why is this story important for us, bro? Because in this era, it's so easy to be tempted by greed, wanting more followers, more money, everything more. Salahuddin teaches us that being a true man is about being strong, but also about having a heart, integrity, and always remembering where we come from. So for those of you grinding today, remember chasing success is cool, but don't forget to bring kindness and generosity on the journey. Be a man who's not just known for his success, but also for his kindness and courage in the principles you hold. 8. The importance of knowledge and education. Salahuddin Al-Ayyubi also had a brilliant mind. He didn't just focus on war strategy, but also understood the importance of education and knowledge. Here's the thing. Salahuddin believed strongly that if you want to be strong, muscles alone aren't enough. The mind also needs to be sharpened. He wasn't just a hero on the battlefield, but also in education. Salahuddin fully supported knowledge, founded schools, and encouraged people around him to keep learning. For example, when he conquered Jerusalem, instead of driving away everyone who wasn't of the same faith, he instead showed tolerance and wisdom. He teaches us all a valuable lesson. True strength comes from sharp minds and kindness. So bro, respecting knowledge and continuous learning is cool. Just look at Salahuddin. He wasn't just strong and brave, but also smart and wise. And that, bro, is what being a true man is all about. From Salahuddin Al-Ayyubi, we learn not just about being a strong and powerful man, but more about being wise, just, and beneficial to many people. Let's apply the lessons from this legend in our daily lives. Hope it helps. Stay motivated, and thank you.